I come from the executive side of network marketing companies, and what we have in our hands here is something that's going to put the industry and literally turn it on its head, because the industry as a whole suffers from only about 8% of people in the average company ever collecting a commission check on a regular basis. And with the DSD model that's been so incredibly successful, and now bringing it to INFINii, it's really putting these things together. And what you see on here is kind of from the media creators of the Industrial Revolution to really moving to what now is moving everything, which is YouTube, Facebook, etc. CBS, NBC, and all these things would love to go ahead and be able to have the number of eyes on it all day that YouTube and Facebook and everything else does. So as we look to this, it's impacting the global taxi industry. I mean, a year ago, I didn't even know what Uber was. Now every one of my friends Ubers for their cars everywhere. I wouldn't even think about ordering a normal taxi process. And we have a company, Uber, that was founded in 2009, doesn't own a single car, and yet its market valuation is at 50 billion according to the Wall Street Journal. So imagine, the taxi companies that have all of the, they have their offices, they have their human resources, they have all their cars, and yet a concept that's utilizing the online world can have a valuation of 50 billion. The same thing happens when you look at the the hotel sector. We all recognize who Hilton is, founded in 1957, and you've got a market valuation of 19 billion. You've got what's called Airbnb, founded in 2008, and again, not a single hotel or anything else. It's just people going on and renting out their apartments or whatever. And it's got a market valuation of 25.5 billion, according to CNN Money, which is more than Hilton. And the process just keeps going and going. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. You're seeing the old retail sector, the malls and everything else, get crushed by the online movement, where over 11 trillion U.S. worldwide e-commerce, etc., in U.S. dollars has gone through sales in 2014, and we keep seeing it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that was one of the parts that amazed me, is because I just turned 50 in August, so I was a little bit lagging. I was doing the old-time network marketing style and flying all over the world, going into hotels, doing all the hotel room meetings. But then you have something like Google Hangout. I'm a big Skype advocate, but as you saw, this is my first time in Google Hangout. And the whole process is changing on how you build a business, even within the network marketing realm. And so when you look at INFINIi's industry-leading platform, you can see that it's all tied to everything through the growth of online, especially media, sports, hobby goods, electronics, appliances, furniture, household furnishings, and like Dion was talking about before, now Dion, I'm terrified that we might live within a Prime Now area. Once I heard you talk about that, because I'm thinking, oh my God, that's all my wife needs is to have something delivered to her door within an hour to 2 hours. It'll be out of control. So, but that is the future of the way everything's going. And as we run through this, and if you look at Amazon, Facebook, and Google's new name, of course, Alphabet and eBay, and you look at what they control in the marketplace, it's incredible. So you'll see my screen on here. John just sent this to me. He built the PowerPoint on a Mac, and I'm noticing on my PC I've got some slide movement here over some of the wording, so I apologize for that. But when you look at DSD and you realize that in the time since its launch, which is in September of 2013, its members have already moved over $2 billion worth of products that have been sold through them, and then the member profits are already 380 million plus. I mean, that's extraordinary. But the biggest thing I want you to understand is that within this industry, there's an overall governing body called the Federal Trade Commission. And the Federal Trade Commission is similar, if you would, to the Securities and Exchange Commission, other regulatory bodies that control different things. Well, the Federal Trade Commission is really over the home-based business industry and network marketing to make sure that everything operates legally, just as the SEC sits over investments, etc. So the Federal Trade Commission has really, put a point at really trying to keep pyramid schemes and other things out. And of course, you don't know my background, most of you, but I retired as a colonel in law enforcement, in South Florida, and have been in the legal aspects all my life, as well as the network marketing. So it's very important for companies to operate according to the FTC guidelines. And the last case law that was established was Burn Lounge v. FTC in 2006. And it said that 50% of all the sales need to be going to customers, not just members consuming products and consuming products simply to earn through the compensation plan. So the last company to just get hit was making about $250 million a year, and their name was Vima. And when the FTC went in, they found that only 30% of the customer base was actually receiving, was causing the commissions to be generated. So you had 70% of all commissions being generated through the purchase of products by distributors, for distributors, etc. So the FTC came in and hit them with an injunction order. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that if you're on this call and you're considering a business opportunity, the first thing you'd want to do is know that it's a solid business venture. And I can tell you that the hundreds of thousands of members that were part of Vima, many of them now are obviously looking around in disbelief that there was an injunctive order placed against them. That's something that you never have to worry about with INFINii, because what happens here is that you have everybody that you've seen on this call, and all of these billions of dollars of products that have been sold. People are going online, they're buying from Amazon, but yet there most likely, many times, was a DSD member behind that sale, because Amazon was fulfilling the product that the DSD member had gone ahead and handled through this process. So as far as INFINii and DSD, everybody who's bought through Amazon, that believed they were buying through Amazon, even though it was fulfilled by Amazon, but ultimately there was a DSD member behind it, and or INFINii, that means, per the FTC regulatory guidelines, that customer is a DSD or INFINii customer. So our customer to partner or distributor ratio is the perfect benchmark and kind of poster child for the entire FTC. Now, when you look at the INFINii Springboard, it is the ultimate formula that I was talking about before, of how you allow a person without a lot of experience to come in and begin to generate rapid success. And it's a co-op style program, and it allows you to go ahead and receive great margins and have the experts doing the sales for you while you go through and learn the rest. So if we look at these different areas and how it works, we've got the participants on the left side who are taking a seat inside the co-op. You have the INFINii commerce vehicle, which is the sources and purchase of the product. And because of DSD's extraordinary success and moving over $2 billion in product in the marketplace, obviously a lot of the manufacturers have taken a big notice of DSD. So when Hitesh or Kevin contact the manufacturer and they go into negotiations with them, the manufacturers immediately perk up and are willing to go ahead and negotiate with them at incredible savings. Items that you're seeing that are selling on Amazon for $20, they're able to direct source in mass. Like let's say a 10,000 unit order, they're able to direct source for 85 cents to $1. Thus is where the great margins come from here. So they're direct sourcing to the manufacturer. The manufacturer is shipping the products directly to Amazon for fulfillment. Amazon and the FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, is sold through the INFINii Springboard staff, and then you can see that as those things are sold, then the members or participants in the co-op are immediately receive their money back on those seats. This is the safest, most effective way to enter a business. I've never seen a business model in my 20 plus years in this industry, whether at the executive level or at one of the top income earners, which I've been in this industry. I've appeared on several magazine covers for different companies because of the success my wife and I have had in building those organizations. I have never seen a model where I could look somebody in the eye and say that if you follow this step, get active in this co-op, not only do I know that you're not going to lose money, I'm absolutely sure that you're going to make money, because it's also backed up by other pieces in the compensation plan. But just within this co-op, I know that I could actually introduce friends and family and not have to worry that when I go over to their house, they're going to say, look, I still have all this energy drink, or I still have all of this weight loss product, or whatever. This is real merchandise that people are moving every day. And with Amazon having over 35 million products at any one time, this is completely scalable into mass, the co-ops, and we already went through that in great detail. So let's talk about the typical Springboard offers. Let's go ahead and start it off at this level right here. You see about a 250% margin coming in. So there's going to be 1,000 units ordered in this example. You've got your number of Springboard seats at 100. That means there's 100 participants from within INFINii that can purchase seats within that, and the Springboard seat is only going to cost $10. So when you look at what happens, there's a sales progress report that monitors in real time on the back office, and you can see that if we go all the way back over to the left, you'll see the Amazon price on this particular product, which is a Spider-Man floor puzzle. The Amazon price is $9.29. The fee for fees and shipping is $5.98. The purchase is $1 for us directly from the manufacturer. So you're still seeing a $2.61 profit on this. So what ends up happening is you got a profit per seat of $26.10. Now that might not seem like a lot, but I don't know too many places that you can hand somebody $10 and for them to turn around with it, and be able to have a, shall we say, a process through which profits can be increased on that to $26.10. Now let's jump to the next level. This would be the 450% level, so on the margin. So what you're looking here is an Amazon price on what it's selling for is $24.49. Fees and shipping $7.88. Purchase of it was $3. We got a profit here of $13.61. So we're increasing that. You notice the seat price is changing. So we've got number of units ordered is 5,500, number of Springboard seats 250, price per Springboard seat is 73. Again, sales report, monitor in real time in your back office, but look what's happened. A $73 seat, you now have a profit per seat of $332.70. Now, you're, of course, depending upon the different levels, which we're going to talk about here for memberships, you can order an increasing number of seats in the co-ops. Now, the final level has a nearly 600% profit margin. I don't know how many of you went through business school like myself. Hopefully you didn't waste that much time, but at least a few things in the college degree teach you that a 600% margin is pretty darn good. So, without boring you by reading, on the Spider-Man 4-board book set there and all the information there, you can see that number of units ordered, you notice, has increased to 8,500. Number of Springboard seats is 175. The price per Springboard seat is just $97. Now, as we run through this all the way, sales report in the back office, but look what's happened here, profit per seat of $565. So what if you had gone ahead and purchased 2 or 3 seats in that? You're seeing real-time profits right here, not dealing with any type of compensation plan and network marketing or anything else, just real products being sourced from the manufacturer and sold through Amazon. Now, if we look at Rachel here and Steve, and this is really the way that the business model, when I first started looking at, kind of amazed me. You've got Rachel, she's on eBay looking around, she finds a great cookware source, it's $114.85. Then you've got Steven, DSD member, and of course INFINii, just made money selling it. Yet Rachel has no idea that Steven's even involved in the process, but he's doing it by selling high and then buying low. The opposite of what we're really used to, because you don't have to go ahead and buy anything until you already have the product sold. So Rachel purchased it from eBay for $114.85. Steven has gone ahead and direct sourced it. He spends $68.60. and ends up with a profit on that one thing of $46.25. You can see how Kenya, Dion, and so many of these other people with DSD over the course of the last 2 years are, collecting and making not only a 5-figure, not only a 6-figure, but a multiple 6-figure yearly income. And it truly is amazing. So it just ends up being an incredible process. So the first membership level that we have in INFINii is what we call the Prime. This is something where if you're really just looking to stick your toe in the water and have a basic understanding and access to a few things, it's $49.95 per month. There is no fee like a package like you would normally see with a network marketing company that you have to spend $600-700 to get your initial products, and then it's going to be X amount per month on auto ship. The price always stays the same. Another thing I love about the company. So as we look to what happens here, you've got access to 5 Springboard seats at a time. Now, that's important to pay attention to. So Prime equals 5 springboard seats. You make money when your friends shop locally and online. You use your phone to turn goods into profits, and you access millions of discounted products in the marketplace. So, this is a really exciting place to get started. It is, however, if you're really focused on making a lot of money, or at least building this to as quick as possible, Prime is really for your absolute beginner that just wants to do this in the most part-time formula possible. The next two are really the key ones that I always recommend people look at. The Surge is the area that you're going to see a lot of people be very comfortable with. This is $149.95 to start. That's what it costs you for your first month, and it's also what it costs you ongoing from there. But remember, this is running a business. And when you run a business, think of all the other expenses involved. And for this process, you're getting an amazing offering in the marketplace. And if you see where it says 150 BV below the 149.95, you don't even need to worry about that. But that's just a point to dollar 1-to-1 ratio that's pushed through the main compensation plan that rewards other members who have built teams. So at the Surge level, you've got access now up to 10 springboard seats. You see that's double the amount that you had in the first membership level. Put you in your business on true autopilot. You sell on 5 different platforms, including your own store. You generate cash back on every sale to maximize profits. And if any of this seems at all confusing, you of course can get back with Kenya, Dion, or whoever invited you on here and ask them for specifics on this. And when you start to see that it also has all the benefits of Prime, Surge is a complete no-brainer for the way to start and operate your business. And if somebody begins at Surge, what I can guarantee you is that within 30 to 90 days, they are going to be moving to the Excel platform. Because once they get an idea of what INFINii is all about and the strength of this, plus you already have the demonstrated success of the leaders that are on this platform with us right now. Excel, again, starting price and ongoing monthly is $399.95, and it offers you just an incredible platform. Most importantly, you've got access to up to 20 springboard seats at a time. Now, consider the profit that's made just from one springboard seat at that Excel level, and you can see that the cost of doing business, which of course always talk to your tax accountant, but of course it is 100% write-off on your taxes when you start a business and your costs ongoing for maintaining a business. And in addition to that, those of you that don't have a home-based business, you can write it off so many different things: your internet, your cell phones, you name it, it's in there. But visit your CPA or tax advisor for that. Just to put it this way, I would never not have a home-based business in the current tax code. So you can earn up to 400% higher profits per sale. Now, the important thing also to remember is that if somebody is at the Surge level, they can't access seats at the 400% or higher profit level. This is reserved; those seats are reserved at different levels for different programs, unless there's an overage of seats. Now, in addition to that, you've got step-by-step support to create your own multinational product lines. You notice that's a big difference. You exploit Amazon's FBA system, which is the fulfillment by Amazon. And then in addition to that, you have all the benefits of Prime and Surge